Om Shanti. This is the Sachin Murli of the 28th of August 2021. Essence. Sweet children, do not believe any gossip you hear. If someone tells you wrong things, let them in one ear and out of the other. Question. What are the signs of children who maintain the happiness of knowledge? Answer. They continue to merge their karmic accounts of suffering for their past actions in happiness. When you have the happiness of knowledge, you forget the world of pain, sorrow, and suffering. Your intellects are aware that you are now going to the world of happiness. Ravan cursed you and caused you sorrow. The Father has now come to remove you from this world of sorrow and suffering and take you to the world of happiness. Song. Having found you, we have found the whole world. The earth, the sky, everything belongs to us. Om Shanti. You sweetest spiritual children heard the song. You children should surely have goose pimples, because it is said that there is no nourishment like that of happiness. All of you spiritual children have now found the unlimited Father. There is only the one unlimited Father, and you children know that when others belong to the Father and become His children, they too will have goose pimples. You children know that you had a kingdom and that you then lost it. You are now claiming a kingdom once again. There is good news for the people of Bharat. However, that is only when they listen to this and understand it very well. This is truly a matter of happiness. The Father comes every cycle. The birth of the Father is remembered here. All the festivals are of this time. The Father has come and shown you a very easy path. People have so many different types of sorrow. When you have the happiness of this knowledge, all pain and sorrow become merged. When someone who has been ill is close to full recovery, everyone feels very happy. The illness and sorrow are forgotten. The members of their own family, their in-laws and friends, all become happy. You children know that all of you were the masters of the world and that Ravan then cursed you. This is the world of pain and sorrow. Then, tomorrow, it will be the world of happiness. When the world of happiness is remembered, all sorrow and suffering are forgotten. This is the Tamo-Pradhan world. There are different types of suffering of karma. There are so many assaults against innocent ones. Many types of obstacles come. These obstacles and these days of the suffering of karma will last for just a short while longer. The Father gives you patience. Only a few more days remain. This also happened in the previous cycle. The accounts of the suffering of karma have to be settled. Continue to merge all of them in happiness. Simply continue to remember the Father and the inheritance. Don't perform any wrong actions. Otherwise, there will be even greater punishment and the status will be destroyed. It is the children's duty to remember the one Father. The Father says, "Remember me and your sins will be absolved. Your karmic accounts will be settled. A very short time remains. Continue to settle your karmic accounts because you are sticks for the blind." Remember this and also continue to show others the path. Many obstacles will come. As much as possible, continue to tell everyone to remember the Father. These words are very well known. Man, man above means, "O souls, constantly remember me alone, and your past sins will be burnt away." There is no question of being confused about this. Simply remember the Father, and you will become Sato Pradhan from Tamo Pradhan. You know that you have been around the cycle of 84 births. You have continued to go around the cycle and will continue to do so. This is the old world, and these are old costumes. Forget these. This is unlimited renunciation of souls. Their renunciation is limited. They just leave their homes and family. Those are their parts in the drama, and they will repeat again. Every second that passes is the drama. Then that same drama will repeat again. All the scriptures are books of the path of devotion. After devotion, there is knowledge. It is very easy to explain the picture of the ladder to anyone. You can put up the main pictures in your home. The Trimurti is very clear. At the top is Shiva. Brahma, Vishnu and Shankar are residents of the subtle region, and then there is God, the highest on high. You children know that the place where the Father resides is also the residence of you souls. Whether you call it the land of nirvana or the land of peace, it is the same thing. The name Land of Peace is correct, and the land of nirvana means the land beyond sound, which means the land of silence. That is the land of peace, and then there is the land of happiness, peace and prosperity. Then there is the land of sorrow and peacelessness. In the land of happiness there are limitless treasures. What is it today, and what will it be tomorrow? Today it is the end of the Iron Age, and tomorrow it will be the start of the Golden Age. There is the difference of night and day. It is said, "The day and night of Brahma and the Brahmins, the mouth-born creation of Brahma." Deities exist in the day, and Shudras exist in the night. You Brahmins are in the middle. No one knows about this confluence age. Human beings are in extreme darkness. It is the duty of you children to take everyone into extreme light. The same Mahabharat war is in front of you. It is remembered that those who have non-loving intellects at the time of destruction are led to destruction, whereas those who have loving intellects at the time of destruction are led to victory. You children know that Baba is once again giving you the same kingdom. No one can snatch that kingdom away from us. Ravan began to exist in the Copper Age. Ravan snatched away our kingdom. Therefore, consider him to be your enemy. Only an enemy's effigy is made and burnt. He is a very old enemy. Although it is said that this is the kingdom of Ravan, it doesn't enter anyone's intellect. Therefore, this is called extreme darkness. The unlimited Father is knowledgeful. He is called the bestower of knowledge, the bestower of the divine eye. Now each of you souls has each received a third eye of knowledge. Previously you didn't know anything. You now know everything. The Father is the ocean of knowledge, and so he would definitely speak knowledge, would he not? How can the knowledge be revealed unless he speaks it? You see that the Father gives you knowledge through which there is salvation for half the cycle. Devotion has to continue for half the cycle. Only at the confluence age does salvation take place through knowledge. Nothing of the children can ever remain hidden. The Father says, whenever you perform any wrong action, tell the Father. Baba knows that many continue to perform bad actions. This is the kingdom of Ravan. Maya slaps you. Nevertheless, many continue to hide everything. Baba says, whenever you make a mistake, tell Baba about it instantly, and Baba will then show you a way to be saved from it in the future. Otherwise, it will continue to increase. Lust is the greatest enemy. Some write to Baba, Baba, there is a lot of opposition from Maya. None of you has the constant yoga that enables you to remain safe from Maya. There is a lot of body consciousness. Many are slapped by Maya. Baba continues to receive news from everywhere. So many wrong stories are printed in the newspapers. Nowadays, people can make up so many stories. They are Tamo Pradhan. When Vyas had a Rajo intellect, look what he wrote. The Father explains to you, children, don't get upset by believing things you hear from others. So-and-so said this and did this. That spoils your head. They don't understand that this is a Tamo Pradhan world. Maya will try to make you fall. When anyone tells you false stories, let it in one ear and out of the other. Continue to give this message to others. The Father says, I bring a message. O souls, now follow Srimat. Listen to my message. Simply, constantly remember me alone. Those who remember me will benefit themselves. Souls have to remember because souls have forgotten. You are now receiving the Father's Srimat. There is no question of asking for blessings or mercy in this. Simply remember the Father. There is no need to ask or do anything. You have also heard how the world cycle turns. There is no argument about it. The Father comes when there is extreme darkness. This is why the night of Shiva is celebrated. The birth of Krishna is also celebrated at night. They make kheer, rice pudding, and puris in the temples at night. What would you make for Shiva? He is incorporeal. No one knows at what moment Baba comes or how he departs. He doesn't stay in the chariot constantly. He comes and goes. You understand that you are now the grandchildren of Shiv Baba. You receive the inheritance from him. Even Brahma receives the inheritance from him. He is a human being. Sri Krishna is number one in claiming salvation. He is loved by everyone because he is in the Sato-Pradhan childhood stage. When he grows a little older, his stage is said to be Sato. Then there are the Rajo and Tamo stages. Sri Radhe and Krishna then become Lakshmi and Narayan. The Father gives knowledge to those he gave it to previously. Deities existed in Bharat. That is why there are many temples to them in Bharat. In the churches of the Christians, you only see Christ. There are so many temples to the deities. The Father has come to change you from humans into deities. That is, he has come to make Bharat into heaven. We are becoming pure by remembering the Father. Along with the Father, we too are making Bharat into heaven. It is as though we have come with the Father. On the path of devotion, they incur so much expense creating temples and idols of the deities. They create them, sustain them, and then destroy them. They sink those idols within 9 days. They have a lot of love for them. In Calcutta, they celebrate Navratri, the festival of 9 nights of the goddesses, a great deal. You are now amazed at all of those things. Previously, we too used to take part in that. They spend tens of millions of rupees. There is so much blind faith. They have so much love for the Ramayana, etc. They even shed tears listening to those stories. All of them belong to the path of devotion. There is no benefit in them. Baba is now making us so sensible. You hear all of these things here, but you must not forget the things that you hear here. Remember everything. Become completely refreshed before you leave here. Consider yourselves to be souls and forget everything you see, including your bodies. All of this is a graveyard. In the Birla temple, brackets to Lakshmi and Narayan, in Delhi, it is written, Bharat was the land of angels and was established by Dharamraj. You children understand that this world is now to become a graveyard. The Father says, everyone has been completely burnt away by sitting on the pyre of lust. It is not said, the pyre of anger. It is the pyre of lust that is said. There is slight intoxication or semi-intoxication in that. The Father sits here and explains to only you children. It would be said of an unworthy child that he is losing his father's beard. The Father's honour is being lost. The Unlimited Father also says, when you make your face dirty, you defame the name of the decoration of the Brahmin clan who are to become deities. You children know that you are once again making Bharat into the land of elevated deities with the power of purity. For you, this is a common thing. You can see that the Mahabharata war is just ahead. The gates to heaven open through this war. The Mahabharata war has been portrayed in the scriptures. They haven't shown what happened after that. They simply say that annihilation takes place. On the one hand, they have shown Krishna taking birth from his mother's womb, and on the other hand, they have shown him floating on a peepal leaf, sucking his thumb. They don't understand anything. There you stay in the palace of a womb in great comfort. How could he float on a leaf in an ocean? That is impossible. The whole drama is predestined, and only you know it. It happens in the same way every cycle. You children now have to benefit yourselves and others too. This is the main thing. The Father is the creator of heaven. He is called Heavenly God the Father. Therefore, we children should then become the masters of heaven. People celebrate the birthday of Shiva in Bharat, so he must definitely have given something to Bharat. He is now giving you the sovereignty of heaven. The Father is the bestower of salvation. Only the Father, the ocean of knowledge, comes and gives you knowledge. It is now that the Father is giving you the knowledge. He will come here again after 5,000 years. You children have the faith that those who belong to the Brahmin clan will continue to come here. Acha. To the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the Mother, the Father, Bap-Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and the spiritual children say Namaste to the spiritual father. Essence for Dana. 1. Benefit yourself and others by following Srimat. When someone tells you false things, listen to them, but ignore what they say. Don't become upset by them. 2. Pay attention that the name of the decoration of the Brahmin clan, who are to become deities, is never defamed. Never perform wrong actions. Settle your past karmic accounts. Blessing. May you be complete and perfect, equal to the Father, and have the same stage in praise and defamation, in victory and defeat. When a soul reaches the stage of completion and perfection, he maintains equanimity in praise and defamation, victory and defeat, happiness and sorrow. Even in the midst of sorrow, instead of having waves of sorrow on your face or forehead, let waves of happiness and joy be visible. Even while hearing any defamation, do not feel it to be defamation, but praiseworthy words to make you mature in your stage of perfection. When you have such equanimity, you will then be said to be equal to the Father. Do not have the slightest attitude of someone being an enemy and coming to insult you, and another one coming to praise you. Slogan: constantly pay attention to practicing yoga and you will claim a number in the first division. Om Shanti.